Hi, thank you for your time and interest in elementary arts grades 1 through 5. This is something new that we are adding for the fall in the tutorial, and I'm so excited to be the lead for and the teacher or tutor for this class. It's going to be very fun and interactive. Oftentimes, I know we get the core classes get focused on, but art is a very important piece of our learning, and that creative outlet oftentimes gives us the energy to be able to focus on the other studies. And I know a lot of our kids are artists and love very tactile. And so for the elementary age, we are going to go from, basic art up into some more exploratory things, because I know that when you give kids that freedom and creativity, they can soar in it. Even for kids that don't necessarily like art, right? It's one of those things, those boxes we have to check off for some kids. But my goal is to really try to make it interactive and fun for kids at all levels. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to just show you just a little bit about what my class will be. Again, it is very interactive, and we only have 50 minutes once a week, right? To go through things. So I'm not going to have them multiple times a week, but we will work heavily on doing whatever we do in class, and it not be something that extends, multiple days, because we don't have a lot of places to store all of this stuff, right? As we leave the building. And so my goal, obviously, we are planning on being in person, but in the instance that something happens that we were not able to be in person, again, I will make it just as interactive and fun as I can virtually, but we are moving forward with it being in person. And with that, all that's going to be required for my class, you will be required to purchase an art kit. Your kids will need, a sketchbook and, colored pencils and oil pastels and all that stuff, which will be laid out in my syllabus and in my more my welcome letter and all that stuff. But you will not have to, and other supplies that are needed, there will be a small materials fee for the class. But for the most part, your kids are gonna come with their art kit, and those are the supplies that will be needed. And I will you'll have a fee, supply fee that will add to it, that I'll bring things that are needed in class. But here we are. This is just an example of something, like I'm using somebody else's curriculum that they put together that I really liked, that has gone through different elements of art, right? And we're going to be creating flip books and learning about, colors, shading, creating our own puzzles, and learning about textures. And again, I'm trying to make it hands on, very tactile, and interactive for all different styles. Okay, so we are going to be utilizing different things that would allow us to go through drawing and coloring and things like that. Okay, cutting, those are skills like in elementary age that we really need to work towards, especially for the younger grades. And so it'll be, my class will be something that allows even the ones that are more into the fifth grade range to have a little bit more challenge in what they're doing. And so while a younger grade may be doing one thing, the older grades will be doing another. And my class size max right now is 40, but I would have parents helper that will be in the class to help us with that size. Okay. And so, again, this is just a short overview. But again, your student will need to have their own art kit, their own supply, basic supplies, with a few other things and paints. That way, it's just less chaotic in trying to supply, 40 kids with 40 different supplies that I had to keep track of, when your kid can come with their own supplies right in class. So based on the seasons and things, we'll learn different styles. But my goal is to really challenge kids, but also give them a creative outlet to explore and share. And so there's no curriculum that you need to buy for this class. This is more so, at the end of the day, the kids have worked hard on their core classes. Let's have fun. Let's explore our creative side. We'll even explore photography and things like that, because I think that's fun, where I give the kids disposable cameras that, now we have digital everything, but taking them back in the day and do it using disposable cameras, and we're going out and exploring and learning about camera angles and taking pictures and then getting them developed, and then they get to see their art, and then we, can critique our friends' art. And so my goal, even with the first through fifth graders, is to make it fun and interactive and engaging, that a first grader and a fifth grader will have fun exploring. So if you have any questions about art, again, it's really about having fun and creative in this grade, and learning the basics of art and trying to begin learning the skills, so that if you have a child that really is involved in art, can begin to progress, but even the kids that aren't, they have fun. So if you have any questions, you can email me at agilbert@extendhomeschool.com, agilbert@extendhomeschool.com. And I look forward to having you in my class.